I didn't. Okay, we're back. We got. Hold on a second. We're in the middle of a. Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
0-1.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Perfect. Sudsy, who do we got here?
Andres Acuna is in the black.
I saw him
In the
at
back.
Beach Bash. He's unbelievable.
Kid can hit the ball.
Powerful serve.
While we were setting up, I don't know if you saw that. I think he thought he was indoor for a second because he ripped the ball like it was a good shot indoor, and he kind of stopped. And you know, I'm learning early. They're getting the ball.
Right.
They're
Right.
getting the ball.
It's a completely different mindset because you're looking at the from the back wall, but you have to go get it. It's different angles. Hold on, here we go. Nice shot. You're going to see Rob, especially, he's going to infuse some of his one-wall shots into the game. But Jesus, I mean, he's played one wall, and now he plays a lot of 3-wall. This is going to be an interesting matchup.
Look at that cut, that slice Iceman hit.
Oh, that's ridiculous right there.
And for those indoor or outdoor guys that aren't sure, he absolutely means to do that. That's not a mishit. You know, that's the way he handles it. That's gone. Oh.
The thing is this, Rob's able to adjust and put in those one-wall shots. So when you're a 3-wall or a 4-wall and you're watching him do it, you're like, that can't be what he was trying to do. But that's absolutely what he's trying to do. And Robert, in my opinion, mentally is 1 or 2 shots ahead of most players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no doubt. I've been on the court with him too, and I know him off the court being a New Yorker. You know, he's a legend. He's a legend in many sports, not just racquetball, indoor or outdoor. But he's just so talented. He's just so athletic. And Mike, that's really well said. You know, he's playing chess out there while they're playing checkers. And you know, he's moving them around. Sometimes he's going to miss some. Sometimes he's going to get them. But he's unbelievable. Definitely one of the best of all time out here.
And we'll keep his age a secret. But I know how old he is.
I think I have an idea. It's tough.
Now they're going to have to figure out where to put the ball. The back team is going to have to figure out where to put the ball because, right, these guys are firing. They got the front.
Yeah, Durham's tough, man. He's another outdoor guy. Knows what he's doing.
4-2.
Alvy's giving us the flex over there.
4 serving 2. He tried for that shot again. He missed it.
2-4.
It's always interesting watching like when you were playing, I'm watching, I'm like, what's going through your mind on the serve? What do you think in your mind is the best type of serve for this game?
Yeah, I think, you know, I was getting in there, and Mike, I was just trying to mix it up, but mix it up at the right times. Sometimes I'm going overhead like Robert is there, and I want to put it a little deeper. Sometimes I want to go right at their bodies. You know, a lot of the serves I'm doing are what I would do inside the court, except for that overhead. But when I got down to drive serve, I'm just trying to hit a good angle, hoping that some of the outdoor guys who are amazing with their hands and speed don't see balls coming that fast. Like that one right there that Acuna just hit.
Right.
We know Durham's a great player. Acuna is one of the hardest hitters in the world. So, and he will adjust to it, but sometimes you can kind of catch him off guard because the pace is a little bit different. And if you remember when Kane was here in 2020, he did that to a bunch of really good outdoor players. They said, you know, they came off the court and said it was just different.
We missed him out here this time.
Yeah, he would have loved to have come. You know, he had Achilles surgery,
Right.
and he's recovering.
Oh, that's a
Wow.
good shot. That's a good shot.
And Mike, that's the hard thing too for indoor guys. It's so hard for us to, in that moment right there, to think to even hit that shot.
Exactly, because you're first of all you're thinking immediately, all right, I could take it off the back wall, but then you're also saying, is it deep? Now you have to judge the perception of thinking about, is it in, out? A lot of things are happening very quickly. That's a
great
nice shot.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Is,
2-6.
let's see where he goes with this serve. Same place. And that Robert's going to put it right there every time. If he could return the serve overhand, he's going to power to Jesus' backhand, and he's going to see just like that, and he's going to expect his partner as he's powering to Jesus' backhand, he's going to expect his partner to run and take the front of the court like that.
Good shot right there. Yeah, it's like we said, you know, Robert's kind of setting up each point. You could see it. That doesn't mean they're going to win every point, but he's clearly managing the points.
He's like an excellent quarterback.
Yeah, and he can audible too, which is pretty cool.
Beautiful. So this is what I see. I see Robert saying, okay, I see a weak point. It's Jesus' backhand. I'm going to work that backhand, and I'm going to set up my partner. And I'm just going to keep going there until they fix it.
Absolutely. That's, you know, I was trying to do that earlier against Joe and Marcos. When I was hitting that drive serve, catching the side wall, I was trying to bring it right into Marcos's backhand. That's what I wanted him to do, take backhand. Look at that shot. He's just, it's amazing. And if you haven't played it, you got to come out and experience it. You got timeout on the court. JT, are we going to a commercial? We are.
How about some sponsors, Satsi? Let's.
I'm Carla Munoz, and I play with passion.
I play to be a role model for the kids.
I play for the adrenaline.
I play for the love of the game.
Mike, let me ask you.
Go ahead.
What's your adjustment here? If we were indoor, I would let you. I would have you ask me.
All right, my adjustment here for the back team is he's doing it right now. See where Jesus needs to stand and exceed, and he moved. He should have stayed exactly where he was because Robert's going to his backhand.
You know what? I'll hook my thing up too, and I'll get it. I got it.
See, and it's all starting off that serve. They have to say, okay, let's see where he stands now. See, he's moving over to the left, and Robert gives it to him again.
But why isn't Andres cutting that off? Why isn't he stepping in and hitting that?
He should. He should absolutely take that, but he's uncomfortable because Robert could go out the side. And and he should do the same thing. He should go right in front of his body, straight up the middle. There it is.
Just like that. Perfect.
Holy smokes. God, I need Prilosec after that because that was some shot.
That was awesome.
He's going to lob it. Beautiful. If Robert lobs, he's trying to lob over Jesus and try to make him hit it with his backhand. Outside. No, someone call the cops. Sudsy, what'd you see? Sudsy,
I thought it was out.
tell the truth. Tell the truth.
I always wanted to do this, Mike. You know the tennis linesman?
Oh, our viewers deserve the truth. That ball was not in. That's a nice lob.
A little windy too. How much is that going to affect it when you're hitting that lob? This wind that's.
I don't think so. The court for Robert is so much deeper than a paddleball court or something he's used to. He's definitely going to use that as an offensive shot rather than a defensive shot. Wow.
Piso.
He wants that back right there. Underneath. Let's get a score. 6-5? 6-12. I knew it was.
6-12.
Stay aggressive.
So even that, Andres just has to insert himself a little bit more into this, I feel.
And he made the adjustment right there by hitting that forehand. And then he wanted to get more aggressive, and he got caught right there. That was a great shot, and that's going to make him think twice for the rest of this game about coming to the middle again like that. See? Not even a movement to get that serve. Too good right there.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I almost want to scream down, hey, why don't you take that shot, that serve? That, like, all day. I think he's just not comfortable yet, Mike. I mean, I know Andres has played out here, but, you know, first time with Jesus, I believe.
Right.
And sometimes when you have a partner, you know, like today I told Patrick Allen, I said, you're the best outdoor player here in the court. Take over. I said, go be you, insert yourself, and good things will happen. And, you know, I think that maybe if Jesus tells Andres, hey, take more of those, and then Jesus will get more comfortable also, you know.
Right. Wow. 15-6 just like that. God, that was almost like the Yankee series.
Now, you know, with that, Mike,
wow.
I got to go to commercial. We're going to take a commercial here.
All right, we'll be back.
Thanks for the gut punch.
To our website at militaryadaptivecourtsports.org. Any amount is great. We want to thank you for your support and effort as we continue to help our veterans with their rehabilitation. Thanks again. We'll see you on the court.
All right, we're back. Here we go. There's got to be adjustments in this game. And one of those adjustments is Andreas. He has to be way more aggressive. He has to cover that middle, and I think that's what Jesus just told him. You got to take the middle. And now you could see the way he's standing. He wants to hit that ball with his. There it is. He's going to hit it with his forehand. Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, Mike, I'm watching, you know, Andres' footwork, because the movement's very different from being indoors, and he's just not quite comfy. You know, he's kind of, there's a lot of wasted movement,
right.
But he is trying to find ways to hit more balls. And it's just not that easy when you're playing two great players like, you know, Durham and Robert.
He's got to move. Nice shot. You know, watch how uncomfortable he is hitting with his arm overhand. I mean, it looks like it's something that, like when a basketball player throws out the first pitch and it goes into the first row, he just looks so uncomfortable with that. They should, to get out of a jam, you might want to pop that ball up and lob him and make him hit it overhand.
Yeah, that overhead serve is definitely probably the thing we use at least indoors.
Right.
Every other skill, racket skill, you know, hitting different shots, but that overhead is something we don't do. And the lob, you know, that lob isn't really used that much. But man, I see how effective it is. And
out here, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I see Alvaro and Daniel in the other court, and you know, they're hitting it all day, and it is like you said, it's actually an offensive shot when used correctly.
Correct. And this is going to be an excellent match over here. He needed to hit that, but he didn't have to go behind the back. 0-2. Tell me why he's not pulling to the left and hitting it with his forehand and he's pulling out with his backhand.
Well, he's doing that too, but I think the easier adjustment is tell Andres to hit it. But is Andres worried about him
going
to
the
left? Yeah.
Right, and because if he goes to the left, he's not comfortable all the way out in an angle on these short walls. That's
There's a lot of discomfort for us indoor guys.
Right, there's a lot of things going on. Like when I watch Rocky, he's been out here so much and he's played beach bash, but he was at beach bash and he was phenomenal, Andreas. He was great, but this is a whole different ball game. One serving, two. New ball. Let's see where he serves. Robert has gone to that shot maybe one too many times, because now you could see he was up on that.
But you know Robert, he's nobody better than making the necessary adjustment.
He will, and you watch. He'll try to drive that up to his body next time. Like that. See that? Oh, that's a hinder. I wonder if he's going to go to his low power serve, because that's where he's at. Here he goes. Let's see. Yep.
I like that though. I do.
Oh, Robert missed that. Nice catch, Robert. He went for the one-wall drop right there. He's done that a million times, and that was an excellent effort. Excellent effort to run that down.
Yeah, that was a good job by Andres going to get that, and just too good of a shot by the Iceman.
That's good.
Yep.
That's
Perfect.
a good shot. The back team has, as I'm watching, there's a lot of holes, and you could find the holes. Let's see if Robert, he sees, let's see. He's going to go one more time up the middle, and now he's returned it. If they win this point, he's going to change his serve, just to make sure that he doesn't get comfortable.
Right. Yeah, I noticed that too. You want to change just the
Yeah.
angle, the speed a little bit.
There he did. He came closer to his body. It's those little adjustments that gives you that offensive instead of defensive shot. 3 serving 2. Four serving 2. 5-2, and I like we're up here. We've already addressed that service return, and I'm thinking to myself, you guys got to do something. It's 5-2 here.
Tick-tock, eh? Then there's that serve.
Holy smokes. Now, let me ask you, Sudsy. Jesus is probably almost near the strat. Why don't you just dump it there? Why do you hit it hard? I'm just curious.
I mean, I think there's just a little bit of reaction in that moment. Let's see this rally here. See, like that, Mike. You know, Andres was more comfortable swinging at it, taking a full cut. You know, it takes a lot of discipline for us 4-wall indoor guys to hit that high lob or that down the middle. I think, you know, if I'm Andres, that serves good. I'd hit that. Yeah, see, just keep ripping it now. Go get that too. I would tell Andres, just take over if you can, hit as much as you can.
Right.
And then Jesus just does his job. You know, Jesus is a great outdoor player. He knows how to play, knows how to win.
What do we think about switching serves, switching sides?
At this point, you know, it's whatever you're going to be comfortable doing because, you know, you're down pretty big. So you got to figure something out here.
Yep.
And maybe, you know, just maybe this actually takes Jesus' backhand out of it because now he can kind of hug the left side of the court.
Very true. Very true. Taking the weakness
See,
out of
now
it.
he's
Holy smokes, you got to hit that one, Jesus.
Right, now he's hitting forehands. He's
Exactly.
more comfortable.
It's 5-4. It's not we're not out of hand. There we go with the forehand. Well, let's see if they're onto something. 5-4. I like that shot.
Wow.
Holy smokes, that was gorgeous.
Good rally right there.
Wow, that's like a fresh haircut right there. Very nice. 4-5. Look at Jesus. Is he out of breath? I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out. There's plenty to go here.
He's getting a nice 10. Oh, that was tough.
That's what happens on that serve. If you don't get an angle or it doesn't give you the skid off the cement.
4-5.
Perfect shots. Five, 4.
Mike, you're the indoor veteran here. Tell everybody what the positioning is. Outdoor veteran, sorry. The positioning is with the servers when somebody's, you know, they're either out to the side of the court or you know, so if you and I are partners, or in this case, Robert's serving.
Right.
And Durham's on the outside of the court, but you can also stay, you just have to stay outside the lines, right? Can you tell us a little bit about that? What is that?
Okay. Hold on, let's see, and that's beautiful. In my opinion, if I see the guy standing in the back of the court with the receiving team, I feel like I have a lot of room to shoot. And especially if you're playing with a guy like Robert who can manipulate the ball in terms of take some sauce off his shots and drop it. Now it's almost like 2-on-1 for the first 2 or 3 shots of the volley. But if you're standing outside, you're immediately in the play. And you know the other team, if they're indoor players, they're not going to lob or slice the return. So you're
Yes,
right.
correct.
So you're getting a blast. You're either getting a Z return right off a wall, or you're getting blasted straight up, and you're already in. And you also don't give up the front because you're already there. You have to gain the front if you're starting from the back.
Okay, that's great.
So that's the mentality, especially of a one-waller. You want the front. You don't want to have to work for it. And it's basically 2-on-1 for a couple of shots. That's the way you feel about it.
That was a great explanation. I don't think JT himself could have done it that well.
Outside.
Ooh.
I don't mess with JT. This guy is a human fact machine of racquetball.
It's amazing. And he's a great person for racquetball. Thank you, JT.
It's you know, I asked him your shoe size. He was right on.
I believe it.
He told me in Nikes, it's a little tighter. You go half size down. I said, that's incredible.
JT just has it all.
And then he broke out this book with everybody's shoe size.
You have a racquetball question? Message JTR.
Oh,
Look at
that was. He looked like Nureyev doing ballet right there and just laying it down.
That was nice.
4-8. Nice shot. Let him crank forehands.
Stayed with it. Jesus, head down on it.
Maybe he should.
Through it.
Maybe he should stay on the defense also on that side. And there
Ooh.
goes Rob. Finds his backhand anyway.
That's what you're looking for.
Gotta be ready to hide your backhand right now.
Oh, Andre stepped in and took that.
But not with conviction.
Yeah, I think he won't do a little more than that though with it.
Good
Oh.
ball. Good
yeah,
ball.
I saw that good too, but I'm up here.
No, this is. There's some interesting close calls, but that one was well within the line. What do you think Robert's thinking right now? Aside from sushi tonight.
he just definitely wants to get this ball in a position where Jesus right there is either hitting it in front of his body or he's going to have to actually hit it with his backhand.
One nice get.
He's got that too.
Two nice
And
gets. Did he just pop up a lob?
He did. I think that was an accident. Get that.
Oh, and it hit him.
Great rally.
That was incredible. I think you should loop that lob, JT.
I'm gonna actually try to hit some of those today in mixed doubles.
It's very effective.
Let's see.
If you see the guy coming and poaching and he's becoming too aggressive, that'll keep him on his heels.
Okay. It's good to know. Thank you. I am. I'm not kidding. I'm going to use it.
That's a nice shot. Let's get a score. 5-9. The wind kicks up. Wow. He read that serve. He was right near where he wanted to be, but the speed just caught him by surprise. As you were saying earlier, sometimes if you mix it up, that speed will catch you. And on the cement, you'll get a little slide.
Mm-hmm. Come over the top of it, it'll slide too. You know, you're almost like a top spin in tennis, but I'm not. I'm hitting it flat and then bringing my racket over it. So it, see, like where Andres is pretty flat, that ball, so when it hits the concrete, it doesn't do anything. I'm actually trying to slide my ball with my finish on the serve.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch for that.
Yeah, I'll take the racket face and come over it, almost like a top spin in tennis.
And do you do that indoors?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, what happens is the ball starts spinning, so you're giving it a forward spin to the front wall. When it hits the front wall, it spins back the other way, and then when it hits the surface, the floor, it kind of stays down. Look at that get. Oh, I would like to see Jesus get that. Ball kind of stays down and then slides and shoots off. So it's almost like I'm giving it a forward rotation going back to the receiver.
You only learn that on JT's live stream.
It's also the drop, though, Mike. If you watch, I kind of, you know, what I'm doing is I'm actually spinning it forward towards in my swing path so that the ball's already kind of spinning and moving forward.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That
It's not just a drop out of my hand.
That's very interesting.
High-level stuff right there. I got to tone it down a little bit.
You're giving away like, I'm going to get David Blaine over here. Start telling me about his secrets, magic tricks. No, but that's very interesting because you're manipulating the ball and then you're manipulating it again.
Correct. 100, yep. Once again, your explanation was better than mine. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, I hate the way he took that ball.
Yeah.
Oh,
set him up for that, right?
He should. He wants that back. I mean, Andreas is having a hard time finding a hole where he could get his comfortability level up so he could start cranking. He's really not. He's not free swinging. He looks like he's uncomfortable.
Yeah, one of the things I did, and I had some success with it, you know, if you saw, was I was intentionally trying to hit balls 3, 4, 5 feet high with pace. You know, with pace into their body. And again, it's so unnatural for me to do that. And I think if I'm Andres or if I'm coaching Andres right here, you know, he's the hardest hitter on the court by far. I would say, hey, kill less. Give me 3 or 4 feet into their body. If their racket's down at their feet when they're set and in the point, give me waist and above. Obviously, you got to keep it from going out.
Right.
So if their racket's up, then go a little bit lower, down toward their feet. So it's all, you know, it's in the moment and it's figuring it out. You know, it's the second game here today, I guess.
Right, and what happens is you're not really, that's a nice shot.
Yeah.
You're not necessarily looking to win the point on that shot, but set you up
Yeah.
for the next shot.
Exactly. I love going at the body out here.
See, people have to understand there's a progression of shots that gets you to win the point. You just don't hit one shot and that's all you got to do when you're out. The great players, they create their shot.
Absolutely. That's very, very similar to indoor also. In doubles, it's absolutely very similar. We're setting up the point with shot 1, 2, 3 to win it on 4 or 5.
Correct. Oh, that's a nice shot right there. I don't know if he meant it, but it was beautiful. 14-7.
Just like that, match point.
Oh, Robert. Outside. 7-14, as they say, last licks.
7-14.
He's got to just go ballistic here. Just crush everything. Just swing. I mean, he's just crush it. There you go. Nice get.
Oh, no way.
Outside. But that's the way he's got to treat every point.
Agreed.
He's got nothing to lose at this point.
Now, this is where he's got to be able to move it around, too, though. Mike, I'd like to see him throw one up the tee. Like, see how it's, you know, Durham's sitting there waiting for that.
Mm-hmm.
If Andres can hit it tight right behind his body, then he can go back out again. That's tough. So
yeah,
good.
That's too good. You know,
So
no one's getting that. You can't even see where it's coming from.
You
He
can't.
didn't even know. You know, you're watching the wall, and he didn't even see. It was like he was texting while the game was going on. He just had no idea. And I like the way Robert, there's no problem with who's taking what. Robert's letting it go. He's waiting. So they have good teamwork going on here. Crack it, man. There you go. Crack it.
Yep, hit it.
I understand it's point game. I get that. But it's time to let loose here. It's overtime. That's a nice shot. Too good. Too good. That's game.
Well, it was fun, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Hey, listen, it was a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Awesome.
We'll do it again. We
I
got
hope
plenty
so.
of racquetball this weekend.
I
Great
hope
event.
so.
You're pretty amazing on the mic. It's fun.
I
We'll do
appreciate
again.
it. Thank you.
All
All right,
JT.
everybody. We'll be back. That's the match right there. We'll be back. Take care.